to begin the drive. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. And I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
A run with Benson. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. We're going to give him 4 yards.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down, they need 5. He'll drop to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. The great ball there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson, as he's done so often this season, it's another sack, and he is up to 15 now on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A draw to Benson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. He killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
It's too long for a field goal. He'll go for it here on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, here we go. 19 targets. Ready.
Drive will start on the ground. he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a second and 6.
Go!
Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. His second touchdown of this first half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20. Mark him at the 22-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play pick. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And the Rams.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
1-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 7.
Here's a run, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Viking 18.
They'll go with him again. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Cougar 19.
On third and goal, they'll run for it. And he will score again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. That is about as good a half as you'll ever see out of a running back. Greg, his third rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend the return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And it's third down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Strike.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 35. Still going. And he is gone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 42, Cardinals 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. They work this out wide to Benson. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That one incomplete. Good job. Next look there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A picked up a 17 and a very quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Warriors 70. Ready.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Cody Simon, he gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cougar 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Rams.
Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18, Buffalo 18. Let go.
Throwing now from the gun. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
70
line.
Timberwolves. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
70.
There's a handoff out of the gun, and he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Rams. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. The extra point from Hardy is good. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead.
7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. A return now from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
play of the drive, and here's Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate ball to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On the ground, it's Benson. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the 1st half, we're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here now, 3rd and 5. Down the field, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. It's an Arizona 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. This is caught at 2. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals cut into the lead a little bit.
Cardinals 14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Set. Blocking 18.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness,
Come on.
it's just going to be hard to beat.
Panther 60.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That is taken in left side by Fortney. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Rams, first down.
Go.
First and 10 at
19
the 46-yard
Tiger. 19
line.
Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 18 Pioneer. Go.
To the air now on first and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Third and 5.
18 Rattler. 18 Crackle 80.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. First down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Ready. Ready.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
From
6.
the 35, here's second down and 6.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play close quickly. Here comes third down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 on third and 2.
Get it. 70 Lions. Let go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is pulled in at the 5. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. Defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, L.A. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance both run and pass.
A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's an Arizona 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.